Wenger tries.
Yeah, Troy once labelled Wenger's Arsenal as lacking cojones. So from one Wenger, let's have a little bit of the Wenger Troys. We'll get some booming opinions for you, Troy. And when you've made your point, simply say boom. And we can move on to the next one.
Oh, God.
Dear,
I hope Stoke get relegated for this.
Yeah, this has been put together by a 5-year-old, hasn't it? Yeah.
We've got 2 5-year-olds in the back there, very happy, buzzing together. Go on, let's go.
Look, okay, first up, Liverpool lost for just the second time this season at Fulham at Craven Cottage the weekend. They're 11 points clear at the top. Has complacency set in?
Absolutely not. They had a weird 15-minute spell where Fulham were great, but they defended really poorly. If you see the second half, they had chance after chance. Unfortunately, it's just one of those days. Honestly, like I said, sometimes you drop below the standard, don't you? And I think it's a human reaction. They see Arsenal drop points. One more win probably gets them over the line. And unfortunately, they wasn't able to do that against a very good Fulham side. So, boom.
I thought you were going to back out of doing that.
No, I'm a team player.
Next up, Gary Neville hammered the current state of the Premier League after that miserable Manchester derby. He said, this robotic nature of not leaving our positions, being micromanaged within an inch of our lives, not having any freedom to take a risk to go and try and win a football match is becoming an illness in the game. Is Gary right? If so, what would you do about it?
To an extent, he's right. I think he also plays a part in it with his commentary. So if people do be a little bit adventurous or don't defend properly, he's the first to hammer them. So he has to understand his voice carries a lot of weight as well. So, yeah, when people do try things, you know, he's got to now encourage that through his platform that he has, and don't just be in this place of everything's negative, because he can moan, can't he, Gary? I do like Gary, but he can moan all day. So that's my take on Gary Neville. Boom.
Still the best co-commentator on TV, in my...
Oh, absolutely, yeah. He's very, very good. Yeah. Very good.
Next up, Fulham's win over Liverpool yesterday moved them to 8th. They're just 4 points off Man City in 5th. Marco Silva maybe doesn't get the credit he deserves. Is he ready for a move to one of the so-called big boys?
Absolutely. Marco is more than ready. I think that the biggest compliment you can take for Marco Silva is, if you look at all the people that were around him, his staff, they've all been poached because they want Marco Silva, but they go and get the people off his branches. He's ready for a big team. I think he'd be perfect. I know Fulham fans what it is. I think it'd be perfect for Spurs if they would allow him to just go and take over and not get involved too much from up above. I think he'd change the culture of that place within 3 months. So Marco is definitely ready. Fulham are on a good trajectory at this moment in time, but I think they'll struggle to keep him long term. Boom.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and his team plays some exciting football as well. I love his passion. And finally, it was yet another weekend of rotten VAR decisions, some taking as long as 6 minutes. Are we getting any closer to VAR being good for football, Troy?
No, scrap it. I know we're never going to scrap it, but I've probably have Sam Matterface, also known as FA Sam, phoning me after this, complaining because he likes to look after the referees. But it's not added any value to the spectacle. It's taking way too long. Genuinely nobody I meet enjoys it. It's rubbish. Get rid of it. Boom.
If we don't get rid of this, and I'm with you, I
it's not going to go now it's here, is it?
Yeah, well, I don't know, people say that, but why not? If something's not working, why not just put your hands up and say, we gave this a try, but it's not working?
We spent millions of pounds on trying to make it work, and at that point I don't think we're going to get rid of it. But for me, if you want to watch, the best part about watching EFL football, as soon as a goal goes in, you go, brilliant, it's a goal. It's a goal. You don't have to wait for 6.5 minutes for him to say, his armpit hair was offside, so we've got to take it off. God, you're smiling. Who's hammering me?
No, not the hammering me. Text here says, come on, Jeff. McCoyster's the best co-commentator by a country mile. That comes from Mr. A. McCoist. Obviously, Ali's right up there with that. Joint. But we were talking about Gary Neville at the time, not Ali McCoist. So joint best, I would say, at this stage. And Luke H has just texted in saying, Marco Silva, fantastic manager. West Ham were very close to getting him after we won the Conference League. I think we may have missed the boat by now.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.